just thought it'd be a whole lot easier to video this rather than try to take pictures because, as we know, my picture taking ability is not great. So this messy little bed is a shade bed, and yeah, I've got a whole lot of buttercups back there mixed in with my Bernera, but those have to be pulled out still. But I put some impatiens and some begonias and some coleus in there, so it's going to be a nice little spot of color. Recently watered, so that's soaking in. Hopefully it'll do okay. The yard is really a mess right now, but it's going to come together hopefully fairly soon. I put in one of the hellebores from the porch in the ground finally, and then that's a brand new Astilbe. And then we're going to go around the sprinkler because I don't want to get sprinkled. Makes sense, right? And, getting sprinkled anyway. Here we go. On the chairs. And that beautiful chartreuse. Getting sprinkled a lot. Oh my god, okay. So that beautiful chartreuse thing is also an Astilbe. I've got some more of the impatiens and begonias that are going to go in there. There's another hellebore. There's a hellebore in that little terracotta pot back there with the hebe. The hebe will not go in the shade, but the hellebore will. And then the heuchera. So it's all the H words except for hosta. I've got the hellebore, the heuchera, and then I've got evergreen huckleberries. These are all going to go in the shade side. So this incredibly, incredibly messy area here is going to be cleaned up, and anything that's past the little edge of bricks there, that's going to be degrassed. This is the tremendous pile of crap that came out of the garden area. So all of this stuff has to be dealt with, but at least it's out of there now. And the garden area is actually back here. This is where the beds are going to go. And I'm going to have 4 beds. You can see the general shape. 1, 2, 3, and then the last 2 will be merged into one long bed. And then I'll have a connecting bed all along the fence line in the back there. So it's going to be an M with an extra line, kind of shape there. Those are all the strawberries that need to be pulled out, divided, put in different locations, given away, because that over there is my strawberry bed, or what's going to be my strawberry bed. They do not like being transplanted. Those are cranky, cranky little strawberries. So, a couple of the tomatoes, because I got the tomato starts there, and those are ones that'll be fun to pick off the plant just reaching over the fence. This is the old concrete sink that was in my basement when we did the renovation, and I think I was going to do leeks in it and parsnips, and now I'm considering doing pumpkin because my friend Trish gave me a couple of starts of New Zealand blue pumpkins. Who knew, right? So 4 little tiny planters here for peas. Got a couple starts there. Got a late start on my peas. And then along the back wall, you see the remaining 6 tomatoes. And then all the other containers there, those are all potatoes. So, the gate here. And then over here, I've got that thing still in front of us. So I've got to move the pallet here. Along the arches, I've got beans planted, and then also some snap peas. And then so far, carrots, beets, and onions are in the back big beds. So hopefully those will take off. Once these beds are up and going, I'll be able to do things like brassicas and some of the more shallow rooted things like radishes and some small turnips, that kind of thing. Because they're not going to be terribly deep beds, which is fine. You don't need every bed to be super duper deep, right? Anyway, so over here in this area, backing up, this is going to be a little bit of a strawberry patch as well next to the rhubarb. I've got to move some more rhubarb in there. That's the pear espalier, and then that's the apple columnar. And then over there to the left, that's the apple espalier. And again, yes, my yard is incredibly messy. It's still better than it was a little while ago. Been trying to kill some grass with some cardboard, and some other methods. I've got some carpet over there, a piece of carpet, and also some plywood with another pallet sitting on top of it. But the new roses, let's see over here, the new roses are going to go in soon. This one is a Teasing Georgia, and I pruned her a little bit. She pruned me back. She did not like it. And then that's a Rosie the Riveter. Hopefully we're going to see some beautiful color there. That's a Nandina. That is the Jude the Obscure. Over here we have a Crown Princess Margarita between the two red cedar, whipcord red cedars, which I think are hilarious. And then the Scepter d'Isle is right there. This one is not a David Austin. This is a Star Rose. It's a Princess Charlena of Monaco. Very pretty. But then there's the rest of the rose garden. They're starting to take off. A little bit of garlic there, a little bit of Nigella there, and a bunch of weeds. Yeah, massive weeding still needs to be done. Our little tiny baby Japanese maple is doing very well. The lilac is gorgeous and heavenly scented. I think that it really needs to be pruned down. Well, I know that after it blooms, we're going to take away a lot of the old wood. So over here, I've got a couple of bush cherries. Pretty excited about that. And I did a little bit of a little bulb garden over here last fall. And it's kind of past its prime, but it's still just so pretty. It's so pretty. And with the forsythia that's against the fence there, it's really nice to see color this spring. So it's really very pretty. I'm enjoying it a great deal. Pop up over here, and I still need to run the soaker hose on this because I put a couple new things in. I put in a new golden currant, and at the very top over there on the right, there's a golden raspberry. Go over the fence there so you can actually see a little bit of it. So at the top there, those are the grape arbors, and then the plum trees are in the front. So still a ton left to be done, but it's the process too, right? It's the process. That's something I'm not really good at enjoying, and I do enjoy the process of gardening.